Texas Motor Speedway here in the truck series. Little guide for y'all. For as much help as I can give you. Texas, probably my least favorite mile and a half, not my best, but I know the lines and a few things about it, so I'll try to help as much as I can. But Texas, fun track, pretty racy. When you get a really even field, it's one of the best racing, which is kind of the opposite of real life, but it's a fun track. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all. First, I'll do the restart zone, talk about the setups, what I like to run before the race, and then show you guys some qualifying laps, and then that'll round it off. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alrighty, so I want to talk about the first thing, a restart zone. Pace speed, 65 miles an hour when pace car pulls off. So, into the restart zone, you see where it is, the Geico restart zone. So, first one on green, restaurant leader, at least for the WTF Racing League race. So there's that. Obviously, second place guy can't beat the leader to the line, but yeah, that's where we'll be restarting in the restart zone. One thing to be careful with, especially on 20 lap old tires ish, spin tires. It is pretty easy to spin them on old tires, so you just got to be careful with that. But yeah, it's not too bad, and just got to be careful with it on old tires. Alrighty. So, obviously, on the Texas 2020 oval setup, the setup we're going to be running for the league race, you'll see I'll go down to 60 on the front brake bias and then go up +5 on the steering offset and ratio 14. The ratio going to be your biggest friend. And these stuff, brake bias, you get on the brakes, you go down, and it'll help it rotate a little bit. Steering offset, it's up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. The higher it goes, or you go to the right, it's going to turn more to the right on the straightaway. You're going to have to hold it there. Turn left, you're going to be turning left down the straightaway. So kind of whatever you want. But steering ratio going to go up on it to 14. Just help a little bit on the driver being side. So that'll help you save tires a little bit. But let's go ahead and jump into the laps now. I just want to show what I would do with the setup. Go out of the restart zone, you see wide open, jump right in the gas hard, and shifting through the gears, you get into fourth gear just before you enter turn one. Lap one on cold tires is a struggle, so be careful with it, especially in dirty air. You see me kind of wiggling the wheel just to try to be safe with it and make sure it doesn't spin or nothing. So first lap, be very careful on tires, especially in dirty air if you are a little bit deeper in the field. Right here, I made a few mistakes in my qualifying run, as you'll see later, and got loose. But first lap, not too bad for a first lap, but up to speed, just half throttle, get it to the bottom, wide open, back into it. Just got to be careful with getting it rotated and not washing up the track. At Texas, 3 and 4 wide open pretty much the entire run. I mean, maybe 40 lap run it'll start to be an issue, but turn one is the place where you're going to lose the most amount of time. So kind of focus on turn one. You see arc it, get up high, arc it, and then run about half throttle on the bottom, the back wide open, fast on the gas. Just got to be careful with it. If you are in dirty air, it's not going to turn as well as it shows on here or as it did before, while you are in clean air. So in clean air, it is going to drive the best it will. So you just got to be thinking about that. If someone's in line with you, or you're like in draft, if you see like and lined up with the car in front, it will struggle. You see here, I was pretty shallow and it started to shove the nose, and you could hear the tires squeal. So I go up the track, and it loses a lot of momentum, so you could really hear the RPM in the trucks. And that's one thing you really don't want to do is pinch off the corner. It'll bog you all the way down to the back of turn one, getting back into it. As off of turn two, that's your biggest run, then it's wide open from there. So see there, I back out of it a little bit more, get back into the throttle. That corner was pretty good. Got through it, and it was actually pretty quick, so that wasn't a bad corner. But you can kind of just see run the line and all that. Just kind of be careful with it, not to wash up or hit the wall or anything like that. But that's the first race run of it. I think I did 2 more laps, but the way I like to race this track, just save tires, especially in turn 1. If you're in dirty air, that's one thing you got to be careful with, is just keep the right front on it. Don't let it get tight. I talked about the setup I like to run for the race before. 14 with a 1 does help that a little bit. So that part is good with it, but that will be kind of the biggest tip I can give you. Just kind of save tires, back off, run it nice and smart, make your passes entering turn 1 setup, get a good run off the exit of turn 2, get a run on them, draft them all the way to back into turn 1, get it underneath them heading through turn 1. All right, pit stop time. So if it goes green, this is kind of how you're going to be pitting. Was pretty conservative on it, but you can see 3rd gear. I'm still on the brake. I don't use the clutch or nothing, just tap the gas and it shifts. You see, could have been a little bit more aggressive as I get back on the gas, but slow down to 1st gear, help you slow down just a little bit more and slow down quicker. Was pretty conservative on pit road entry, but I'll shift up to 2nd, kind of show you. 45 mile an hour is the pit road speed limit, so you got to be careful with that. You see the green lights in 2nd gear, shows you where you're supposed to be, but just try to keep it at 45, go a little bit over 46 and kind of balance it. So we get into the pit stall, nice and easy. And yeah, now the pit crew guys are going to go to work, but that's how to enter pit road for Texas if we do get a green flag run and have to pit, or if you do, that is how to enter pit road, and then obviously leaving pit road. Nice and easy on the gas, about 30% on it, and then leaving pit road all the way around. Got to be real careful with it. Keep it on the apron. Don't go up onto the track, and it'll be a penalty. Wait till the blue cone over here. Now you're clear to get up on the track and race it out from there. But leaving pit road under yellow or whatever, got to be careful with that for getting a penalty or an EOL if under yellow. Qualifying time now. So you'll see you run on the high line, build a momentum. This was on my 2nd lap. So up to speed a little bit more, but run the high line. Still going to get a good run on the exit of turn 4 for this long straightaway. So going to, you can see the telemetry and things like that, arcing it really wide, driving into the corner, arcing it really wide, half throttle, back in the gas early. Arcing it is a big deal here because once you get off turn 2, there ain't no lifting. It's wide open the rest of the lap. So that you got to be thinking of. Through 3 and 4, wide open. Can't gain much time through there, but you can lose it. So got to be careful through there, especially on cold tires for qualifying. But that was my fast lap. Ran a 2:49 on it. That's going to wrap up the Texas in Trucks tutorial. Hopefully this helps whoever. Hopefully just a guide for people who are looking for a little bit of help or need the help to try to get better. But that's it for Texas. And yeah, going to be a practice race tonight, Monday on the 23rd, and then WTF Racing League race on Tuesday. So tomorrow. So that is one thing I wanted to do, especially make this video. Help whoever, and especially the league, because that's where we're going this week is Texas. So hopefully this helps whoever. And hope you all enjoyed. So leave a like, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.